Hello everyone, this is Dawn over at Plot Chronicles. Today I want to review a book called Someone We Know by Shari Lapena. I've read it before, but it's been a while. What I'm trying to do is go back while I'm working on the computer and listen to some old audiobooks and books that I've liked. Now, the last time I read it, this time I listened to it on audio. Sometimes I like to mix and match them, but I like Shari Lapena, and so I wanted to do that so I could review this book. I'm trying to mix up all the authors I listen to, but I wanted to tell you what this book was about, and I wanted to tell you something that maybe you guys will find a little funny or it's kind of private to share this, but I gotta share it. Okay, well, first of all, let me tell you a little bit about this book. There is a teenager this is where how the book starts off. He's sneaking into people's houses. He's not stealing anything, but it's a challenge for him. He loves and he's obsessed with looking into people's computers. Well, this is a quiet suburban neighborhood, okay? Well, of course he's finding out people's secrets, finding out, ooh, what are these people up to? And he's finding out all sorts of information about his neighbors that he probably doesn't want to know, okay? But he's not taking anything, but obviously he gets caught, I think, by one of his parents, and they know about it, and of course his parents are mortified, and there's a whole story with that. But it kind of got me thinking, hey, you could be living with people and they could be on their computer and you don't know what they're doing. I remember when I was newly married, well, wait, we didn't have internet until 1998, 99, right in there. And people are like, well, Dawn, you don't know what your husband's doing on the internet. You should go look and see. You never know what he's doing. And, because, you never know. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go look at my husband's history and see what he's up to, just to kind of see, because people are saying, oh, you don't know what the people that you live with are doing. Well, I started looking up. Guess what it was? A bunch of history information and sports information. I was never so bored in my life. But anyway, just thought I'd share that. So he was up to nothing. I mean, nothing at all. But so this teenager is sneaking into houses, okay? So that's part of it. A woman A woman goes missing, and it's one of the next door neighbors, and she is found unalived, all right? So that's something else. So it's kind of a whodunit. And I will tell you, everyone in this book, there's a lot of married couples in this book, and there's a couple teenagers, but everybody in this book has secrets. And there's a lot of characters that really aren't that likable. There's some best friends in there, and obviously there's police in there, people, turning information over to the police, and it's like, well, who did it? Did a wife do it? Did a husband do it? And then also there's someone else that ends up becoming unalived. Are the two things related? And so will I tell you if it's predictable? I would say I kind of had a feeling about who was involved in the situation, okay? I had a feeling about it, but I didn't have it totally figured out. There were a lot of twists and turns. It was kind of like a whodunit, and pretty much almost everybody looked guilty, okay? No one in the book is innocent, and everybody has a secret. And the ending is a little bit unexpected, but not 100% unexpected. I definitely think it's worth a read or a listen because it starts off interesting. It doesn't drag, which I love that about Shari Lapena. It starts out good, right away with the bang, and it keeps you going. There's a lot of twists and turns. They don't leave any holes at the end of the book, and it ends in a good way where you know what's happening, okay? So I will say it definitely will keep you interested. Called Someone We Know by Shari Lapena. Let me know what you guys think. So out of the last 3 books that I told you guys in the last 3 days, one is Nanny Needed by Georgina Cross, and I did that one. Someone We Know by Shari Lapena, and Havoc by Christopher Bolin. Out of those 3, the book that I enjoyed the most, that kept my interest, was Someone We Know by Shari Lapena. But out of those 3, the book with the most unexpected ending that I never saw coming was Nanny Needed by Georgina Cross. But there were some parts in the book that kind of dragged a little. So I'm just kind of giving my feedback. Have you read any of those 3 books? And what book are you currently reading? I'd love to hear from you guys. And by the way, before signing off, I do want to say that pretty soon here, I'm going to be going over all of my July reads. I'm going to tell you my favorite books from the July. I'm going to let you know what books I DNF'd and kind of rate them and do all that. So I'll be doing that. I am reading, but it's taking me longer to go through my books than it used to. So that's all I have to say, guys. I do love you. I appreciate your support, and I love your comments. Thanks, everyone. Bye.